always like the sound. I got people in the chat. They're like, "Oh, we don't hear anything," or like, "We don't see anything," or I hit the forget to hit the record button, and I only have half of the show recorded. It's bullshit, dude. It always happens. So, but anyway, so we're here. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, P. Smalls. Look, you can see your name right there, Al Beltran. I got Al Beltran, DJ Alpad, on the show. So we'll get into that in a second as why he's DJ Alpad. But thank you guys for tuning in. We're just going to sit here and talk some shit. Al is a music enthusiast, local promoter, all kinds of stuff. So we'll get into your history here soon. But, dude, thanks for coming on.
Oh, for sure.
Normally I would shake your hand, but we're not doing that shit anymore. Those days are over, dude.
We're already breaking the 6-foot rule a little bit.
We are actually. Actually, we're further apart than you think that we are. It's just a fucking illusion. So, so I'm just going to do a couple announcements like I was saying. So I got an unofficial sponsor, like I was talking about. He fixed my turntables. Actually, dude, hooked them up. Before you got here, I've probably been playing records for about 3 hours. Nice. So going through, I got Joe Valdiviesio's record collection.
Yes.
I got about 600 records at my house right now, and I got a bunch stacked right here.
Cuban Joe.
Yeah, dude, Cuban Joe. He's coming on Monday. So
good.
Cuban, audio's low. See, there's always something. Yeah. All right, hold on a second. Turn it up. Let me see.
He's a sound
All
guy.
Right. Check. All right, that's probably better. I bet that's probably better. Yeah, I can see the levels.
This.
Yeah, no, we just got to talk louder, dude. Just got to talk louder. That's it. So just talk louder. But, all right, thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. Let me know if it's better. But Joe had his records in storage, dude. Like, just
sitting there.
Sitting in storage, dude. So I was like, I got the turntables fixed, and I got a small record collection, and I was like, let me get your records. And I had them one time before at my house, and I had to give them back to him for whatever reason, so I guess I could collect dust over there or something. I'm like, let me get my records back. So I went and picked them up from storage, and so I've been going through them one by one, dude, listening to the songs and cleaning them, dude.
Yeah. Well, now you know what you have.
Yeah.
And then when you're hearing something and you're like, oh, you know what's going to go good with this?
That's it, dude.
I know. I've been around it for years.
That's exactly what it is. So I know a lot of his record collection because I had it for a long time, and I got some of mine. Okay, good. Sounds good. All right. What's up, Jason? What's up, everybody in the chat? We're going to get to you guys in a minute. But I forgot what the fuck I was going. But anyway, so I'm cataloging his collection, too.
Oh, nice.
The whole fucking thing. So I've been cataloging it all. I'm like 150 deep in it right now, and you know what Discogs is?
Yeah.
So I've been going on Discogs and like looking up every record to see if they're worth any money.
Oh wow. So
some of the records, like one of these records I was playing today is $150, dude. Old Breaks
Get
record, Dave London, Infinity remix of Breathe Deep, $150.
Oh man.
Fucking
I want to hear it right now.
Yeah, dude, I played it earlier. So that Rick West, Inside Your Soul, which is a song you would know for sure, dude. That's $50.
Yeah, man.
Waveform Deep Dubs, Infinity remix, and that one's like $50. So there's a couple that have some money in them. A lot of them are like $2 or $3.
Yeah, but it's not about that, man.
It's not.
It's about what's coming out of them, you know.
That's it, dude. There's something about that era of music that like the songs don't get old.
Oh yeah, no, it's timeless.
It is.
Music is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been a huge part of my life,
For sure.
Whatever side of it I've been on. You know.
Yeah.
But and I've just found more and more ways to have it be a bigger part of my life.
Right. True that.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, especially like that period of time and like the break scene. Like the guy who fixed my turntables, dude. I had just like talking to him. He made me rethink like that era like needs to be preserved.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm from Orlando.
Okay.
So when that scene was coming up, that was me in high school, and you know, there was even then it was like a small group of us that knew about it, that you know that knew some of the DJs, and that used to go to the parties then, and then it just kept on going. And for us, it was super underground. It was super underground.
What year was this approximately?
95.
Yeah. Okay.
96.
Yeah.
I graduated in 97,
right.
And it just kept on, and it was blowing up. Literally.
That's when Orlando was
around that time. You
That's
know?
when Orlando was like the rave mecca.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, man. And it was a big part of me growing up. You know, and I think that was one of the times where, well, I connected to music young, because my father was huge into music. My mother was into music. I mean, when they were cooking, it was music. When they were cleaning, it's cleaning music. Yeah. You know, and then in high school, it was the same thing. You know, I just gravitated to people that liked music. I was listening to music that nobody ever even heard of in school. you know, and it just kept on. It kept on. It kept on. So it's, you know.
I don't think I knew that you were from Orlando.
Yeah.
I think if
Born
I
and
would have known
raised,
that, we
man.
would have had a way different, like,
Yeah.
initial. I would have known a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk to you about
Oh,
tonight
yeah,
already,
man.
dude. I didn't know
Born
that.
and raised.
And you were in there during the heyday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, Baby
Yeah.
Ann was around. You know, it was like Andy Hughes, Kimball Collins.
Icy.
You know, Icy, big time.
Shiraz.
DJ X, Shiraz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
I don't know if you ever remember DJ, he was called Super Freak.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Well, I just actually ran into him at Terra Firmata the other night.
Okay.
And he's going to dust off some records.
Is he a breaks guy?
Yes, dude. All breaks from the 90s. I mean,
Right.
there's, you know, he would play all the stuff that we know.
Right.
You know, that we knew then.
Right.
And that we still know
Right.
now. But that's a whole other conversation.
Okay.
We'll talk about
Okay.
that. We got something big coming up.
We got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Me and Al will talk your motherfucking ear off. Seriously, dude. So I got a couple of just announcements about the shows coming up. So if you guys need your tables fixed, I always do a courtesy shout out to Tonic's Labs, DJ Tonic. He fixed my tables, dude. They are fucking perfect, man. Like the pitch, everything, dude, is like dead on. Like they're fucking great. So if you need your tables fixed, hit him up for sure. He is based out of Melbourne, and DJ Tonic on Facebook, and then Tonic's Lab on Facebook too.
Nice.
So then the other thing I got, announcements. So with this whole fucking coronavirus bullshit, like live streaming is like coming up fast. Well, it's already here, but now it's like blowing up real quick. So I'm trying to stack the Mixed Days lineup like hardcore. So I got, for the next 2 weeks, I'm streaming 3 nights a week.
Nice.
Plus whatever if we're gonna do some stuff. So I got Slam and Sean coming on. For those of you who remember Slam and Sean, he had the
that's
Global
awesome.
Groove Series CDs. He's coming on April 10th. I got Doug Poole coming on next week. He's gonna do a set. Sean's gonna do a talk like we're doing right now. Lauren Beatmaker, Lauren Reeves, he's gonna have a regular set on here on Thursday nights. And then Michael Bance, he's I think he lives in Vero. He plays with what's that guy's name? Jay, the guy who works at the Vero Brewery up there. I'm butchering that. Jay something. I forget what his name is. So check out
DJ Ross.
DJ Ross. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, DJ Ross, dude. That's what it is. Jay. What's his last name? Barwick.
Barwick.
That's what
yeah.
I was thinking of. I'm trying to say Jay Barwick. DJ Ross. So I guess
yeah.
Michael Bance plays with him. They have some Sunday party that they do up there.
Yeah, but I want to make it to that, man.
I haven't been
I
up
always
there.
see it, man. I hear the music there. I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's something about listening to, you know, great electronic music during the day on a Sunday. I mean, that's just such a nice
chill,
vibe,
dude.
man.
Yeah, it's chill.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jay, if you want to come on the show, hit me up, man. We'll make it happen. But we got a lot of people coming up. So let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. So we'll just say what's up to everybody.
Perini, Cosmic Barley in the house.
Jason, what's up, dude? This chat sucks right here. Let me go back into this one. That's better. Okay. All right. What's up? What's the Tan shirt? What's Tan?
Tan,
band?
man. Oh, badass.
I don't know
band.
who they are.
Huge fan. We've had them up here a couple times, so the Treasure Coast, and we're gonna keep them coming. They're, you know, it's funny. People say jam band. It's, you know, it covers so much. I mean, these guys, it's like rock with some jazz and funk influence and everything. You know, it's just beautiful music, and it's just, you know, it lights me up, man.
Right.
Hearing good music lights me up, and I love to support it because, you know, without it, I don't get lit up like that.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
dude, there's
So
something
that's what
about
it's
it, man.
about,
I know,
man.
dude. Like I get that from like the electronic music, like mainly the breaks from earlier,
Yeah.
you know, the earlier period.
Yeah. Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
man. And new music to me is just as amazing. You know, like any new experience.
Yeah.
You know, it's like eating food. You know,
Right.
like if you're gonna eat a hot dog every day.
Yeah.
You know, some people love hot dogs. They're gonna eat it every
Yeah.
day. It's probably the same person that's gonna listen to the same musician every day for the rest of their
Right.
life. You know.
See, I kind of have a different opinion about that. Like, I guess it depends. In the style of music you're talking about, dude, the new shit that they're doing is fucking awesome.
Everything.
Dude.
It mixes every genre.
Right. If
Just-
it's original stuff, and
Yeah.
but like when you say that new music, like a lot of it just from being like an open format top 40 DJ sometimes, dude, like the stuff that's on the radio and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, I get it.
It kills me, dude. It
Yeah.
kills me. Like
Yeah.
that's why there's
And
no
there-
substance to it.
Yeah, there's some good talent out there,
Yeah.
but I don't spend a lot of time listening to it because I feel like, you know, the support needs to be on the people around us.
Right. True
You
that.
know, I think, you
True
know,
that.
the more time I spend listening to the people that work with us closely with Cosmic Barley, bands that we book.
Right.
You know, Tasty Vibrations and Guavatrons and,
Yeah.
you know, a bunch of amazing bands that are coming up. The Reality is one of my favorites. You know, like
Yeah.
I listen to them anytime I stream. Not only because it's great,
Right.
not only it's because I like it better than anything that's on the radio today,
Right.
but it's also helping support and get their name out.
Right,
You know, and I
yeah.
introduce it to people. And I guess in life, man, you could go live in life however you want. But to me, life is seeing how much value I could add to everybody around me.
Right.
Whether it's my kids, it's my lady, my friends,
Right.
people I work with. I mean, that's how I sleep good at night, you know?
There's a psychological theory about that. It's Abraham Maslow. It's humans reach their highest potential in the service of other humans.
Yeah.
Like that's why volunteering and like
Yeah.
doing service like that,
Yeah.
like you get some kind of like real like deep satisfaction from that. Like
Yeah.
me and Lindsay, we went to Guatemala like at the end of January, early February, and we went on a Habitat for Humanity trip.
Yeah.
And we went to like people that are living in sheds, and we built fucking bathrooms for them and
Yeah,
stoves inside their house, and like the satisfaction that comes from like that helping.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can't get that from anything else.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's
people
something
ask, you
about
know,
it.
they always ask, oh, why are you doing all this stuff for free? You know, why are you doing it
Right,
for free? It's
right.
not that it's for free. It's almost selfish because it makes me feel really good.
Exactly,
You
dude.
know,
Right,
like,
it does.
You know, yes, it's helping and it's making other people's lives come true, and you know, it's helping in lots of ways, and it's helping other people feel good. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know, how they say there's no true altruism, you know, because no matter what, it is
You're getting
there is
something out of it.
self-satisfaction.
Yeah, for
you
sure,
know?
man, for sure. But it's like it's not I guess in a way, kind of that saying is saying it is a selfish kind of thing, but it's a different kind of satisfaction.
Yeah.
Like, there's no selfish. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
selfish. You know?
Yeah.
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 So let's talk about how this whole virus thing has affected Cosmic Barley, like with you guys' shows and everything.
Well, we don't have any shows.
Right.
Well, and I'm sure there might be some venues out there that still might want to try to pull it off, but at the end of the day, we don't want to be involved in we don't want to be a part of the issue, a part of the problem. You know, like there has to come a point when you say, hey, whether it's real or not, whether it's a hoax or not, or whatever people are saying,
Yeah, the
because
crazy
I'm definitely
shit.
not here to get into that side of it.
No.
But at the end of the day, if I can do something to be a part of the solution, the money means nothing, man.
Right.
I don't mind. I do mind. It's hard. It's hard
It's
on me
hard,
because that's
yeah.
a big part of our
Right,
income. And
yeah.
the bar,
hard on
I've pretty much
everybody.
lost all my income, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So, but that means absolutely nothing when it comes to saving lives, you
Yeah.
know? So,
Yeah.
you know, we caution on that side. You know, we're like, hey, man, we would rather not be a part. Now, if these shows want to go on, just as long as our name's not a part of it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
no, I mean
not-
that is
yeah.
the right
Yeah.
decision, because I mean, dude, the shit is spreading just like exponentially. You know?
Yeah.
Like the cases are like doubling. I think they double every other day or something. Like
I have a lot of people in my life that are all vulnerable to this.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Me
And
too.
even
Yep.
so, it's it's not worth it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not,
it's
not
not.
worth it.
It's
I
not
don't
worth
want to be a part of it.
And
Um,
this is not a cool situation, but it forces you to do something else.
Yeah.
Which is, so we can touch on that real quick. So we'll
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about, so streaming, in case anybody hasn't noticed, in the past like week has fucking gone bananas.
Yes.
You look through Facebook, man, every motherfucker has streaming some shit. Like
Yeah.
I've seen all these big DJs streaming from their kitchen and shit. I mean, like Ultras, actually, I guess starting this weekend, Ultras having their virtual music festival on Sirius XM.
Oh, really?
They got their
There you
big
go.
headliners coming through playing sets on Sirius XM.
Yeah, man.
And Dropkick Murphys, did you see that?
I saw
Yeah,
that.
dude,
I saw that.
Streaming is here now. If it wasn't before, it's fucking.
I was
dude,
watching that and drinking picklebacks at my
Yeah,
house.
yeah. It was
It was
cool, man.
cool,
It was
yeah.
cool. I like Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
So what's going on with us is, like I said, I'm trying to put more content out on the Mixdays page.
Yes.
Because there's going to be more people who are available to watch, and they're going to be kind of stuck at home. They need more entertainment options, so we're trying to help with that. And then let's touch on what we're doing with Terra Firmata.
So we came, once again, we saw the problem, and to me the biggest problem was, which I guess once again almost a little selfish, is the way we feel when we're able to deliver an amazing show with amazing production, with amazing talent, and seeing how the crowd reacts. That's the ultimate satisfaction in being in the music business.
Hell yeah,
to me, is seeing, and I'm able to appreciate both sides, seeing the musician in their element,
jamming the fuck out,
just laying it all on the line,
getting high,
yes,
from the fucking
man. And then
crowd.
watching the crowd absolutely on that same
man.
level,
Yeah.
hair standing up. You know, I mean, just can't even contain themselves. And to be able to be a part of all of that
dude.
is one of the most satisfying things I think I have ever been a part of. You know, and it's just kind of grown into it. That's what a big part of my life has been for a long time. You know, so now we don't have that, but we said, all right, well, this is a big issue, man. These musicians, they're losing money.
Seriously, dude. They're
not
unemployed.
only losing money, they're not able to do what they do the best. And then the crowds, the people, man, there's a lot of people that live their life on going to shows.
Right.
That's the reprieve. You know, they work all week, bust their ass. You know, life is tough. A lot of stress, bills, you know, so it's nice to have that little bit of time where you just kind of let loose and feel good. Yeah. You know, it's okay to feel good. No matter how hard times are, no matter what's going on in this world, man, all we have are those few beautiful moments. Yeah. You know, so we've developed a way, and it's nothing crazy new. This is stuff we've talked about a lot, but we came up with Cosmic Streams, and what we're doing is working with the bands to come in and do full productions, running the sound through the board. We have P. Smalls. He's going to be helping us with the whole streaming side of it and the cameras, that's a whole other ball game. You know, I never realized how much went into that. So we're going to have the lights. Old Dirk Eichelhoff will be setting us up with some nice lights. Jonathan Mark, the best in the business when it comes to sound.
Dude, that guy told me he used to run sound for Boston.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I'm like, what? He's like, I'm 70, dude. He's like, I went to Woodstock.
He looks like he's 45.
That's what I told him. I'm like, dude, you look like you're 50, dude. I'm like, you're doing good if you're fucking 70. He told me that. He's like, I'm wore out, though. He said he was on the road for a long time. Yeah. He said he was on the road for like 4 years with Boston or something like that. Any
band that you talk to that has had him run their sound.
That's amazing that he's here, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing. He said he taught, or he teaches. Does he teach now? Audio engineering or something like that? Or he did?
He did. Now he's just like mentors. You know,
Okay.
He's got people come and
that's a good guy to know, dude. I need to talk to him about this shit. Dude,
oh yeah.
About the sound
well, so that's our sound guy for all the Cosmic Streams.
Yeah.
Our first one is tomorrow night. Lefty Hathaway band with Brock Butler from Perpetual Groove. So we're coming out swinging. This is all world class music off the rip. Lefty Hathaway on the organ, dude, is just a monster on the keys. Has been on stage with Leon Russell. I mean, like real serious stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then Brock Butler with P Groove, man. This is another huge. I mean, these guys, you know, they sell out stadiums. This is, you know, so this is some amazing talent going to be on the stage, and that's kind of what we want to. We want to be able to offer that type of streaming for people. Yeah. All of the streaming is beautiful, and I listen to all of it. And we want to be able to help. You know, we're helping share through the Cosmic Streams group. You know, anybody that we know, anything that we see, we're starting to share it through that group, so you'll be able to see all of it. And then there's going to be a way to be able to donate to this. And once again, that's a big part of it. A lot of these people, sound guys, that's their life.
Yeah.
They make money doing shows.
Yeah.
So now, you know, this will be a way for, on the donations, part of it's going to help the sound guys, our lighting guys, production guys, you know, people, the promotion, all of it's a part, all of it is something that completely disappeared.
So it's Cosmic Streams.
Cosmic Streams.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, go to. It's a group. It's a group. Cosmic Streams group. Yeah. And you can find it on the Cosmic Barley page.
Cosmic Barley page, or you just look up Cosmic Streams.
Dude, I love the name. I love Cosmic Barley, dude.
Yeah.
It's like two completely different things, but when you put it together, dude, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't go too far into exactly where it came, cause you know. But I'll tell you, like Jason Perini, I think he's still on here now. So he really introduced me into. Well, I'm not gonna say introduced me as like I've never heard of the Grateful Dead, never heard of the jam scene. But I never gave it enough time to really delve into it.
Dude, he's that guy. He's that guy, dude.
I've always liked it, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I liked it, and I liked a lot of other things, you know, and you know, just really opened me up to the Grateful Dead, and you know, listening to it on another level, and it's amazing music. It really is.
Yeah.
And it just kind of really opened another dimension in my mind, listening to that much more music, and Did you know that Grateful Dead is the most recorded band in history? I know there's a lot of records that they hold.
Well, it's because all of their fans, because you couldn't get their music.
Oh yeah.
All their fans would bring microphone setups.
You would see it.
And there'd be fucking this tall in front of the band, and they recorded all onto cassettes.
I have a collection with like 500 cassettes right now in my house.
Of Grateful Dead shit?
Of Grateful
yeah,
Dead
that's
stuff.
what it is.
Yeah.
There's like I didn't know that. I watched the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
I think it was on Netflix or Amazon. There's a Grateful Dead documentary, and they show these pictures.
You would see all you would see is a bunch of microphones.
Fucking microphones in front of them. I had no idea that was even a thing.
Oh yeah. So they have the song Cosmic Charlie, which is a beautiful song. If you haven't heard it, definitely take time, put it on, turn the lights down, close your eyes, and listen to it, man. It's a ride. It's beautiful. Yeah. So that's kind of where it came from, Cosmic Charlie. But Cosmic Barley, when we were working at Sailfish, we were doing the beers. Right. It just kind of evolved there. So Jason is kind of the Cosmic, and I'm the Barley.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Jason, man, like when I first met him, I've seen him, not him, but that guy at festivals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been to a bunch of festivals, camping festivals, and I'm like, when I go to festivals, I'm like, I want to talk to that guy. Like, that's the guy that I want to talk to about a lot of things.
Dude,
and he's cool
really
as
close,
fuck, dude. Yeah, he's cool as fuck. So shout out to Jason, man. What's up?
Man.
So the event is tomorrow night. What it is we're going to be at Terra Firmata live streaming this band performing.
Yes.
And so we're gonna have a full lighting setup from is it Dirt or Dirk?
Yeah, Dirk.
Dirk. Okay,
Dirk,
I was surprised to see him walk up, dude. Last night when I was there, I was like, oh shit, Dirk. I'm like, I haven't seen you since fucking.
So yeah, he's like with Cosmic Barley, he was the top guy that would
dude.
Run
He's cool as fuck, dude.
Like if most of our shows outside of Terra House is a house sound, and Jonathan's usually there doing ours. Anything else we did, he was the one that ran.
Oh yeah, I didn't like when we played at Public House and he wasn't the sound guy.
Oh yeah, no, it's not the same.
It didn't sound the same.
Not the same, man. Yeah. He's got the ear, and he cares. He cares about what it sounds like. Right. You see him. Yeah. Oh, he's right in it.
Yeah.
We've worked with sound guys that they've set it up, lean back, and just
that's it, dude.
forget about it.
Right.
No, that's just not. We care too much about the whole experience, man, and that can change the experience, man. It could be the difference of you getting into it or not.
Well, and plus, dude, feedback from the show, people know when it sounds like shit.
Oh,
Even if you're not a sound person, dude, you'll see him on the phone talking about, they're like, dude, the sound was terrible. Show was great, fucking sound, shit the bed. Yeah, no, his stuff was good.
Yeah. And the same, that's what with everything we do, we try to go top notch, man, the best we can,
So he's doing lights.
Yes.
Jonathan's doing sound. I'm doing the stream.
Yes.
And then you got the band. So what time does it start?
6 o'clock.
Okay, so as long as we got good enough internet, the shit starts at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. That's the wild
We'll
card.
be broadcasting it through a bunch of different pages.
Yeah.
And then the donation thing, what's up with that?
Yeah, so, there's going to be a link for donations, and then that's going to be dispersed, The band's going to get most of it, and we're going to split the rest for everybody's time, for the cost that goes into promoting everything. It's pretty much like just keeping the whole scene alive.
Yeah.
Because
it's work, dude. It's work.
Oh man, we've been working on this. We've been working on this for a week already.
We met last night for like an hour at like 9:30.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'm going to be there around 4, and I'm going to be there until probably like 9 or 10.
At least,
at least.
And then the graphics, and then the back office, and then the promo and the ads,
and then the post production. Which is going to be getting the video, making sure it's good, uploading all that shit. Like, there's a lot of time that goes into a show.
Yeah. And we don't mind, we're doing it for the scene.
It's a labor of love, dude.
We're doing it for the scene. We're putting we're investing a lot into it. And, the goal here is hopefully we get it out to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
And have the band feel that feeling, even though the people aren't right in front of them. But it'd be nice for them to, kind of take a little break and look like, man, 500 people just saw us, you know? Like, it's almost the best we can do right now.
Yeah, it is. It is. So if you haven't seen it yet, go to the Cosmic Barley or Cosmic Streams page, join the group. The group's open, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's a public group, yeah.
Okay, so join the group, like the Cosmic Barley page, like the Mixdays page, all that stuff. We'll be live streaming it through Mixdays and stuff, too. So anybody who hasn't been to Cosmic Barley but been here, they'll see it as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I'm excited, dude. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's definitely me taking this experience and putting it out into like the real world at like in a concert setting.
Oh yeah.
So to see
I think it's different. The only thing I've seen similar I guess would be like, like the Dropkick
Yeah.
Murphys kind of thing,
Yeah.
At first, we're just starting with the 2 cameras, possibly 3.
Yeah.
It's starting out. You can't do too much. Cause
You want to make sure it works, dude. You want to make sure it works.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Boiler Room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, man.
They're doing...
I need to watch it again, because I remember when I watched it
not the movie.
Oh.
No.
That's a good
you're
movie.
right. No, it is a good movie. It is a good movie.
I need to watch that one
There's
again.
a live stream called Boiler Room.
I haven't.
So, and they were like, I guess, one of the original electronic music live streaming pages. And so what they do is they set up pretty much something similar to what we have here, but they put the crowd behind the DJ. And the camera is facing the DJ, and behind them is the people fucking dancing and shit, getting down. Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
then they have like guys walking around with cameras that are Wi-Fi'd or IP'd into the stream. And so you get real time like walking around the stage and stuff like that.
Nice.
Dude,
nice.
and they do like, sometimes they have multiple events going on at the same time. Budweiser sponsored them and shit. They do a lot of stuff in Europe.
That's another thing, guys. If you all are part of a business, see, some businesses are getting hit really hard right now. And some aren't being affected as much, and it's tough times for everybody. We get it, but we're all in this together. We're all human beings on this planet. And, times like this a lot of times brings out sometimes the worst in people, but I don't even like to think about that. And that's going to happen.
Right.
But it's also going to bring out the best.
That's what I think, dude, a lot more of the best.
Yes, man. And that's kind of
sure.
where it's going to come. So if you guys have anything you could throw, donate towards this. I mean, this is a group of people still trying to make a living, doing what they love. At the very least, we're going to be able to do what we love and continue that.
Right. Yeah.
But it would be nice, if we could, send the bands home with at least close to what they would have made that night, or hopefully even more.
It'll be like a telethon.
Yes.
Well, you'll call Al and he'll answer the phone and answer your questions and shit live on the air.
I am going to be hosting it, so I will be hosting it because. I like talking.
For sure, dude. If anybody, just kind of like a side note, so that yesterday, the same day that I met you,
we didn't meet yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
We didn't meet yesterday. I met you like a long time ago, bro.
No. Last night, motherfucker. Last night. We'll get into how we met. I'm talking about we met last night at Terra Firmata.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, I had 2 people ask me about live streaming stuff for their business.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody has a business that needs live streaming for an event, for a conference, for things like that, that they don't have the capability in the office to do, message me, because I can do it. I got all the equipment to make that happen. So I have some person who's interested in live streaming. They were going to have a luncheon to bring in a bunch of donors, right?
Yeah.
It's a nonprofit. They want to live stream content from that luncheon, 15-minute intervals a day for like a week to get the information out there to their donors and shit.
That's it.
So if anybody at their job, like if you guys are interested in that, or like it's something that's been talked about, like I'm fully capable of doing that. So I have everything to do it. You can hit me up on Mixed Days or find me on Facebook, Patrick Small, and we can make it happen.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Or even sponsors, say
some
look at like
sponsors,
Publix.
for sure.
I know Publix is doing really good right now.
Selling out every day, son. Like we got to close early because we ain't got shit in here.
Oh man. So things like that. If there's any businesses like that, or if you guys have any connections with businesses like that, we'd love to have them be a part of it. Because the more we can put into it, the better product we can put out. The more people we're going to be helping. And at the end of the day, man, we just want people to be able to jam.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it's going to be a Friday night, and like you can't go anywhere.
I know.
Where are you going to go?
So,
I mean,
here's the thing. Hook this up to your speakers at the house.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a nice sound. This is going to be straight from the board.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, it's not going to be like listening to it on your phone. You can listen to it on your phone. That's fine. But, we're trying to make it a product where you could, stream it onto your TV, hook it up to your house speakers, feel the bass, like the real deal.
Yeah. So Chris Hudson goes, who's making the food for that luncheon? So the luncheon got canceled. That's the whole thing. The luncheon got canceled. It was supposed to be at the Fenn Center.
Okay.
And they canceled all the events at the Fenn Center. So it's not happening. So now the idea is just do the stream from the office to the people that would have been there. Sorry, Chris, man.
At Ease Catering.
Dude, I just got T-shirts for him today. They're sitting over there right there.
Friggin' burnt ends. Where they at?
So I was at Chris Hudson's house. This is just a fucking side note for nothing. So that Chris Hudson and Brett are the audio bots, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge fan.
So Chris,
by the way.
Yeah, seriously.
I love that.
So Chris and I have. I don't think I told you about this. So Chris and I have this new project that we're doing. we are going to make an original track, make a remix of a track, and document that journey all the way to getting it pressed on vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. So
Nice.
we're going to get a record pressed.
Nice.
So we started it on Monday this week. So I went
Nice.
over to his house, and we kind of laid out some shit that we're going to do, talked about
What are you going to call it, the Ant Bots?
No, dude. So we're calling it Conscious Automata.
Oh, I like it.
It was a DJ name that I had thought of a while ago. It basically means like animals are like conscious automata. Like our bodies are like a system, like a robotic system, but it's organic, and like we have a little bit of control over it, but like the way our system works kind of determines some of our behavior.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like when you're hungry, you need
wired.
to eat.
You're wired. Oh, yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah. So when you're
Instinct
thirsty,
is a thing,
when
man.
you're thirsty, you have to drink. Like, and if you don't drink, you're gonna die. So you don't really have an option.
Yeah, and you don't think about it.
Exactly.
You're
so
just like, let me get some water.
So your body is basically determining a large portion of your behavior.
100%.
Yeah, so
I agree.
So we're calling it Conscious Automata, and so we're gonna do like a progressive breaks, probably like original track, and then we're gonna do. I want to do like some kind of similar Funky Breaks remix, something like that, and then we're gonna document the whole journey, getting the label art made, the artwork sleeve, the record sleeve artwork, all that shit. Getting it pressed. If we got to go there to like see what's up with the press, things like that. Like we're gonna do a miniature YouTube series about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's cool shit.
I'd like to check that
dude.
out,
Yeah,
man.
it'll be cool. So so shout out to Chris. What's up, man? And Frank, Jason, everybody that's in there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in the chat. What's up, Frank?
Nice, man.
Frank, what's up? You can't respond to my Facebook message? Dang.
Oh, you can't be calling people out.
Dude, Frank the Tank. Frank, you need to come up here, man. Like I've been trying to get Frank to come up here, dude. He needs to come up here. So we'll make that shit happen soon.
I want to come up here for some more of these, even though I'm not on the camera.
It's cool to hang out, man. It's cool to hang out. So we'll maybe do, if we get locked down, we'll do some secret parties up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fun.
Well, I can't stay too late. We got the kids.
Oh, I can't, dude. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. So you know what I'm saying.
I think that's why I'm starting to like the daytime parties.
Seriously, dude, get home and go to sleep. That way I can get up early and get shit done in the morning, dude. Because that's staying up till 4. Dude, so. Well, let's talk about fucking Bottoms Up for a little bit.
Yes.
So since we'll get into a bunch of other shit. So I want to talk about Bottoms Up since we're talking about sleeping. So, dude, I hadn't been staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning for a long time before I was DJing there, dude. It fucking killed me.
Oh yeah.
So we'll talk about Bottoms Up for people who don't know, Al was the manager of Bottoms Up Public House for several months.
Yeah, I helped open it. I was there for probably 6 months before building it. You know, a lot of the woodwork in there, a lot of the concept, the design.
Beautiful place, dude. Definitely one of the nicest places down here. Good sound, dude. All that shit. Top-notch production.
Yeah, we got all those sound panels from a church in Sarasota.
Oh shit.
And they were remodeling.
Dividers?
No, they were, they went up on the wall. They were remodeling.
Oh, okay.
And, just searching around, and Chris found the deal, and I drove all the way to Sarasota, loaded up the van. Like, I mean,
didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And that's what we used all around for the acoustics, because that's one of the things that we talked about. What kind of product do we want to deliver?
Right.
The best.
Yeah.
Like anything we do, I knew what kind of music we're going to be bringing in there.
Yeah.
I knew how important acoustics were.
Yeah.
And even then, still a small place. I mean, it was always a challenge.
Yeah.
But we had panels on the ceiling,
Right.
on all the wall. I mean, we really went to some lengths.
You could tell if you haven't been there, or you didn't go there during that time. Like, dude, the sound was incredible, especially when you had like Dirk there, or like guys who knew what they were doing. Like it was. I said it's like hands down best sound room in Fort Pierce.
Yeah, and that's what we were going for,
even in
man.
St. Lucie County. No, it was definitely amazing. So there was this. I've talked about it on the stream before. I call it the moment in time, dude. And the reason I say that is because like I've watched documentaries about other clubs that have been open in different cities, and they always have this period of time
where it's on.
It's the golden age of that club. Like I just recently watched one that was in Austin, Texas. I forget what it was called, but they had Prince come in there. They had like a bunch of DJs and shit. But it was like in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And so I always say that Public House, Bottoms Up, had its moment in time, and like that was just the combination of several factors coming together at the same time, which was the management, the staff. It's new. It's fucking nice. The bands, the DJs, and then the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All those things came in and
hype.
synchronized.
And the hype, you know, all of it. It was it was
Yeah.
hot, man.
So, I mean, like,
We'd have the lights, lasers, fog machine. I mean, there was 100 people on the dance floor right in one little spot.
dude.
Like, I mean, it was hot.
The capacity was
we were
legally 100 people.
We're at capacity
always,
like every
always.
night, dude. Yeah.
I remember, like, I have not been so hyped to DJ somewhere in a long ass time. That place took me out of retirement.
Yeah, I remember.
I was done, dude. I wasn't DJing.
And I was stoked because, and here's one of the reasons we're excited to have you and why I went after, you know, DJs that I knew had, not I wouldn't say like not so much the open format DJ.
Right.
You know, like we were all about a lot of the Cosmic Barley bands that we work with. It's original music.
Right.
It's fresh. It's new. These are sounds, combination of sounds that you're not used to hearing. And to me, part of building a business is you got to make somebody, number one, feel comfortable, but at the same time, make them feel a way that they've never felt before, so they remember that.
Right.
It's like the first time you do anything, you know, it's you remember that.
Remember the first
you
time.
You remember that, you know? So that was a big part. The lights had a bunch to do with it. The lasers, the way it sounded, and the type of music to me
so
was
let's go deep on the music.
Important.
So that was one thing that I always praised everybody about you regarding the music. I'm like, this place is not somewhere you go to hear shit everywhere else.
Yes, man.
I'm like that is 100% Al. I'm like, dude, man. The bands and shit that are coming in there are not like
I did all the booking. You
top 40
that
bands
was my
and
baby.
shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And the DJs that you had in there,
yeah.
dude. Hardly any of us played top 40 stuff.
Oh, yeah. You would mix a couple in here and there, but still mix them. You know, you'd get that little familiar sound, but people would get lit the whole night. Just feeling it,
Sometimes when I was in there, dude, I probably played 30, 45 minutes of straight breaks. The shit that I play on this show, I have just played in there, and people were getting it.
And it's so important for me to be able to be a part of having that platform for people like you. You're the artist, you know?
Right.
Like, and I can't do that.
And that's what I told you. I'm like, I want to play what I want. Remember I said that? I'm like, I want to play what I want. I don't want you to tell me what to play. Like, I don't want none of that shit.
I said, play it, baby.
We talked multiple times on the stage, dude. Like, look at how this shit's going, dude. Like, it is happening. All I do is win, dude. Fucking killing it, dude. Killing that shit.
No, man. That's what I'm about, man. Like, I feel like I'm an artist at heart. But I think my art is shown not in, I don't make music per se. I do rap sometimes on the side, and I do beats, you know, but, you know, I don't make music. I'm not an artist. I can't paint pictures, but I feel like my art is how I'm able to give a platform for the art to shine.
Dude, you produce events.
Yes.
Like, I'm an event producer as well. Like, I'm a DJ also, but I'm not really, like, that great of a DJ compared to, like, other DJs. But, dude, producing events, I'm fucking great at
that's like
parties,
the art, you know.
Yeah,
and
dude,
I feel like, because I think like an artist, a lot of the traits of an artist, I feel like I have, but it comes out in a different way, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I think it comes out in a way I get people together. You know, like, you know, the way things look, the way, you know, I don't know, you know.
No, dude, I got into throwing parties, so I've been throwing parties since I was 16. Like, I was throwing keggers and shit at my house, and I enjoyed bringing people together and them having a good time.
That's it.
And then remembering that shit, dude, and then telling you about, like, dude, did you ever see Groove?
Yeah.
With the guy holding the big fucking disco ball on the subway and shit. So there's a character in that movie who's the guy who's producing the event, and he said that he does it for the nod. After the event, people are like, yeah, dude, yeah. They're like, they'll be like, this night changed my life kind of shit, dude. And that's what I'm about, man. Like, that's what this is, a production. You know what I'm saying? It's not a party. It is in certain respects, but dude, this is a production. I'm right there with you, dude. That is what I do, is throw parties. So you did an amazing job bringing that place together. And shout out to everybody who worked there at that time.
Oh, dude, the best bartenders.
Dude, it was. So I tell everybody, I'm like, imagine this. Who knows all of us? I'm like, Al's the fucking manager, right? Joe is bartending, right? Jose's bartending. I'm fucking DJing. Brian's in there DJing. Fucking Josh, who I never even met. I met him because he was in there DJing. I'm like, imagine like that. Happening, dude. Like, if you weren't there, like, it was incredible. I mean,
that's what it's about, man, and it's gonna keep on happening, you know. Like, that's, you know, right now I actually just started. Got my real estate license in November, and for me, like, it's such a natural progression, you know, putting things together and bringing people. All of that is part of building building culture in a community,
relationships and stuff.
You know, but the culture, you know, the art,
right?
That is so important in building a community. If you look at all the most successful towns and communities, art is the base of it, man. The music scene. You look at Austin's, you look at Nashville's, you look at New York. The music scene, the art scene. That's why that art mixer that we just had, you know, that was another way for me to show my art.
Dude, bomb ass party. So we'll talk about the party in a second. Do a plug for your real estate.
Yeah, man. So I just got started in November, and when I was talking about like the natural progression of my life and what I have done and what I want to continue to do is have an influence on the growth of this beautiful community. You know, and helping pump the culture scene, that's a huge part of building the community.
Yeah.
So now, as being in the real estate, that's gonna give me an even stronger influence, because now not only can I continue to build the culture, now I can have a part in, you know, the types of businesses that are coming in town.
Right.
You know, promoting the city itself. You know, helping grow people's money. You know what I mean? Yeah. People come in. You know, have people invest in this community and have them see how beautiful the community is. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just been a natural progression, and now I think I could really have even more of an influence on the growth.
Who do you work for, dude? Who do you work for?
Bourgeois Real Estate Group.
Bourgeois Real Estate.
Katie.
Shout out to Katie.
Katie Bourgeois.
Shout out to Katie. We were talking about this before the show. You got to come on the show whenever you see this. Come on the show. I want to talk to you about being in the break scene.
Oh yeah,
for
man.
sure, dude.
Yeah,
I haven't had any girls on here either, man.
Yeah, so I guess I'm the first not real DJ.
Yeah, so Al is the first full on DJ that I've had on here. But definitely in the fucking scene, even you're more into it than I even knew, since you're from Orlando. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man, that was our life, man.
Yeah, so we call him DJ Alpad. So in the post of the live stream, I put DJ Alpad Al Beltran. So at Public House, sometimes there wasn't anybody there yet, or there was people there. So Al had his fucking iPad, plugged that bitch in, and fucking let it ride. And he's like, I'm DJ Alpad. I'm like, true that. So.
It would have the people partying,
though. Yeah, dude. Sometimes the playlist is fine, dude. Yeah.
And I would change the playlist, you know. I'd be like, oh, you know.
Yeah. That was a cool place we just didn't have to play shit that was being played everywhere else, man.
That's
I really appreciated that, man.
You know, but think about it, man. Like, we didn't have to do that. We could have went the easy route, and guaranteed that we know everybody listens to this, and that's what's gonna be on, and we're gonna, and you know, definitely not. This is not like a dig at anybody, but the same, you know, say 70s, 80s rock, the same, you know, 100 songs, you know, which I love and I listen to on a regular basis, you know, but it's like, you know, we just try to bring that little bit
something
extra,
different,
man.
Dude. Something
Cosmic
different,
Barley, that's what we've been from the beginning, you know, going against the grain, man. It's cost us a lot of money.
Yeah, dude, hurts some feelings.
But we've paid for growth in the scene, you know, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man, because it takes people like that to make that happen, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I completely understand that, because when I was throwing parties, techno parties and shit, dude, I didn't make a dime.
Yeah.
I probably possibly broke even over my whole career, but dude, I definitely made a fucking. There was a scene because of the parties that were happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's it, man. And then that brings everything. That brings money into the town. That brings people into the town, spending the money.
Yeah.
You know, people feeling that the town gains an identity.
Right.
You can't identify with things that aren't made from the heart.
Yeah. Right. You got to create.
Yes,
you have to put things out into the world, not just receive stuff. You have to create things from inside. Yeah, dude, for sure. That's
where it builds.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, sometimes over at Public House, dude, there was professional dancers in there.
Oh,
there were many nights when there was not break dancers, but they had the pop and lock style and shit, like real deal dancers in there and shit. Yeah, that shit was fun, man. That was the highlight of my year last year.
Yeah, well, it was pretty badass.
Dude, it was fun, man. So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, and I just have to keep on. You know, you know, there's only so far you could go, and that's where the real estate is. You know, I absolutely love it, because I'm still kind of doing the same. You know, going around meeting people helping people out, you know, growing the community.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it is. You know, somebody's looking for a home, I'm able to say, hey,
Right.
you know, this will probably work really good. This is what you know, this is you could probably make a lot of money on this
Right.
one. However it is, you know, it's just growing.
And
positivity, growth. You know?
You can introduce them to the culture of the community that they're either purchasing or renting in, and you can say,
and I
hey,
can
this
speak
stuff's
to the
going
culture,
on. Right, yeah.
you know, really nice, because I've been, you know, you know, not, I guess, what am I trying to say? You know, not saying that it's all me, but I've, you know, been a part of the growth.
Yeah, for sure,
you know,
dude, for sure. So let's talk about that fucking art party.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking Al has this great idea of this place that it used to be a marketing company that was in there, right?
It was actually, so the marketing company is there.
Okay.
Media Giant. That's Rick Simnet. They own it. They're an international company. You know what I mean? But well, who was in it before was, oh man, I want to say John Ward. You know, he worked with the historic development committee, something along those lines.
Historic
here
Preservation
in the
Board.
Yes,
Yeah, he was
something along those lines.
I was
Yeah,
on that board for a little while.
Yeah, so you know, he had a lot of history in the art and that kind of stuff. So there's new owners in the building.
It's what building is it again?
The Carlton Center.
Building. So it's right behind Thai Pepper.
Right behind Thai Pepper.
Yeah.
It is amazing. One of the oldest buildings in Fort Pierce, built in 1897.
I never been in that building at all, actually, except for the restaurant part of it.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how badass it was.
So now, you know, we're going back to how, you know, the real estate and everything I've done kind of come together. So this is a beautiful building with lots of great history about it. And so many people walk right by it and never even knew it was there. Right. Maybe thought it was like an extension of another building. Yeah. That's probably the kitchen.
That's
you know,
what
whatever
I thought it was.
You know,
I knew there was a house on top, but the back part, I thought that was fucking part of it.
Oh yeah. So you know, the idea was to, you know, so that's my listing. We're trying to rent out some of the offices downstairs. Pretty much almost full now. There's only a couple left. You know, so I was like, man, how can we bring some eyes onto this? Number one, culture is one of the things, you know, I've been trying to feed in the area for years. It's like, well, you know, art, man, this is not a lot of room to do a big show with a big band. Yeah. So I was just thinking, well, there's a lot of history of art in the building a lot of people don't know of. Right. Fort Pierce's art scene is banging right now. So many amazing artists right here within 3 blocks of us. Right. You know, like some of the best. Yeah. You know.
Yep. Have you been to the Wood Carvers?
I have not yet.
Do you know where they are?
No.
They are this building right here. They're on the first floor over there. So did you ever see them when they were in the 111 building or anything like that?
I probably have been there. We used to do with Sailfish. You know, I used to always, you know, go down and we'd do promotions and stuff down there. So I'm sure I've been around.
It's just this dude, and he just fucking, he's like whittle, dude.
Yeah.
Carve shit, all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
So I bought a walking stick for Lindsay, dude.
Oh, nice.
It looks like you can cast spells with it.
Nice.
It's fucking got a pine cone for the top. It's got Harry Potter shit carved in it, all these different symbols and stuff. And it's a piece of bamboo that he stained and stuff. And it's got a cutout inside that he stuck an LED bar light in there.
You
so
see,
if you ever
like
stuck in the fucking
stuff
wood.
like that, man. You know, like a machine can't do that. You know, a machine can't put that type of love into anything.
No, dude, it is the shit. Yeah. Everybody that sees it is like, wow, that's a badass walking stick.
Yeah,
so anyway,
man.
Sorry, the party.
So you know, we were like, all right, man, let's bring people in here and let's show what we have in this community and let's have people walk through it. So you know, I got G-Dub DJing downstairs. Once again, play whatever you want. This is the vibe. Play it out because it's art.
Imagine, this shit was good, dude.
It was beautiful. Imagine if I brought an artist in somewhere and I was like, hey, can you paint something that looks just like this?
Nah, dude.
You don't do that.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So I did the same. That's how I treat everything. So we had G-Dub downstairs, absolutely killed it. Artists, we had Charles Walker in the front, one of the original Highwaymen. You know, Gerald Sullivan, Bad Bob, Bezo. I mean, so many beautiful artists. One artist in each room, and artists in the hallways, and people would go in. We had, you know, free beer, wine, food. Adam from SNS killed it with some swordfish curry and some stuffed shells. I mean, unbelievable stuff, man. And that's, once again, the community coming together. Right. That was the whole downstairs, and upstairs I had Kid Barrett, you know, and it was a few hundred people rolled through.
Belly dancers.
We had the belly dance performance. I mean, it was amazing.
Dude, it was the shit. Me and Lindsay were like, holy shit, I didn't expect this, dude. I did not expect this. And like, we wanted to stay. I wish we would have stayed, but we had dinner reservations. But it was the
fun,
shit,
man.
dude.
Yeah, I saw, you know, Brian Earnhardt, Ansel Sleep. Love you guys, man. We've been doing stuff together for a long time,
dude.
You know?
So Al and I met, I guess, we'll talk about that, dude. So we met, I don't even know how many years ago that was. It was when Sailfish was down in Edgartown.
Yeah.
And I guess you had just taken over being the head brewer, maybe.
Yeah. I started there as an apprentice.
Okay.
And then I moved upstairs and, you know, became full-time brewer and bartender, then helping run the tap room. Ended up becoming general manager, head brewer, you know, pretty much, you know, ran the deal for him for a while, all the way through the expansion. I was here for a year after the expansion, you know, so that was my baby, man.
Yeah, dude, you raised that place, man. You definitely helped turn it into what it is right now. So we had met, I don't remember exactly how we got together, but we started like working events together and stuff like that.
How did it?
I know that I think you knew Joe before me, and then I think he told me that he knew you well, and like maybe I had said something about that, and then we started doing stuff together. And
and it was the same there, you know what I mean? Like a lot of building the brand was in bringing people together, bringing the community together, supporting the arts. Brewing is an art.
Right.
It's a science,
right.
But there's also a lot of art to it. You know, it's like a beautiful blend.
I mean, White Marlin, is that your beer?
Well, I would never say any of them are my beers, you know. Like I help develop
the
a lot
recipe
of
or whatever. Yeah. Okay, that's.
And then I'm sure they've tweaked it, man. Right now, their brewers are some unbelievable brewers, and you know that's the thing with the beer. You know, you can just continually want to perfect it, and it's beautiful. It's delicious. That's what we're drinking.
Yeah, no, I got
Port Fierce.
I got White Marlin.
Yeah, both delicious.
Dude, this is my favorite beer. Like if I'm gonna drink regular beer, I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this is my favorite beer. I tell everybody about it.
Oh yeah, no, man. It's right now the beers that are coming out, but they're just.
So how did you get into the whole beer thing?
It's really weird, man. I was bartending and managing at Hurricane Grill in Vero Beach. Okay. And we were in the craft beer scene pretty heavily. Okay. We were one of the first actual craft beer centric bars. We had 28 taps. I mean, some good beers. Yeah. And I learned a lot about it. And I think Nick Bischoff he would come in and tell me they were opening a brewery. They ended up opening it, and then I started hanging out there, because it was a nice little chill place, and trying out the beers. Then I met the brewer, and we just hit it off. We're just talking beers, and I knew a lot about beers,
right?
But I didn't know how to make it. That was I was just trying to perfect my craft at the time, to be the best craft beer bartender, craft beer order and whatever, But I was like, man, if I learned how to make it, man, I'd be even better.
Right.
I remember I came in one night.
Yeah.
I always want to be good at stuff,
Right.
I went in one day, I had a day off, and we did a brew together. And at the end of the brew, I was like, man, I want to do this for a living. So the next day I went into work, and I was like, Howard, I'm giving a 2 months notice.
Oh, shit.
I was like, what? He's like, yep, I'm going to go brew. He's like, are you kidding me? So,
Damn.
and that's how, it was so hot in my head.
I know what that's like. You got the fever, dude. You got the fever.
And because I love to create, I love to create.
Because you cook too, right?
I love to cook.
Yeah, dude.
And it just it just felt right, man. I don't know. I lived my life a lot on instinct and feeling, and that's kind of with the real estate. That's how it happened.
Right.
When I heard some people talking at the bar, and I thought about it a couple times, and I was like, hey, man, I'm giving my 30 days. I'm taking the class, and I'm gonna get my.
Shit!
Right,
yeah.
I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
It just felt right. It was just natural progression in my life, and I live it all like that, man.
I tried to take the real estate, or I did take the real estate exam. So when I was in college, somebody gave me the opportunity to work for them, but I had to get my real estate license. So I was like, you know what? I couldn't take a week off of my job to go do the course, right? So I was like, I'll do it online, right? Because I was taking college.
Yeah, no.
So it's 69 hours online. right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I could do that shit. I've been doing online courses forever, dude. I missed the fucking score by 1 point, dude.
My first time, I failed it by 2 on my
Yeah.
first one. But I would take the class. It was like 9 to 5, and I would work, right straight
man.
there all the way to 3, 4 in the morning.
I know, dude.
I was sleeping on the couch at Public House
Yeah.
to wake up, go to
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd just like, hey, man, I'm going to go take a shower real quick, come
Yeah.
back to work.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
It's a
intense,
grind, dude.
man.
It's a
but
grind,
but
for
I knew
sure.
that's what I wanted, and nothing was going to stop me, and I just did it, man.
No, congratulations for
Yeah.
that, man. I didn't
Oh, yeah.
retake it. Well, they gave you 2. Well, I don't know if it's still the same, but you get to take the pre-test twice,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah, I aced
then-
the pretest.
So, maybe it was the pre-test I did. Do you get to take the second test twice?
Yeah.
You get one shot, and then you can take it like
You can
30
take
days
as many
later. or
times
something.
as you want.
But
as
they
long as
give
pay
you
for
2
it.
without paying for it or something.
No,
Is
not
that
for-
one? Okay,
I
so
think that's the class test possibly. But once
Okay.
you take the state exam, you got to pay for it.
Oh yeah,
every time.
I didn't. I
And you
didn't
can
make
take
it to
it
the
as many
state
times
exam.
as you
I didn't
want.
make it. I made it to. It was a class test. That's what it was.
Oh,
I took
yeah.
the class test once. Didn't get it. You can take it one more time in like 5 days or something like that, and I fucking missed it by 1 point. I was like, fuck,
wow.
dude.
Yeah, I absolutely aced it. 0 wrong.
Wow.
And the professor was like, "Are you kidding me,
Yeah.
bro? You're like half asleep the whole time. How'd
That's
you?"
nice, dude. Dude, that shit was hard, dude.
It
There's
is.
a lot of shit to remember in that.
It
But my
is.
online learning and that for that kind of stuff is not my jam.
Yeah.
69 hours in front of a computer, dude. Like
No, I couldn't
on
do
your
it.
own, you got to figure out your own timetable, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
No.
So yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's tough, a lot
Yeah.
of people think it's easy, man, but just go try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually. Did you take it twice?
The state exam.
Yeah,
twice.
I don't know anybody who's passed it on the first try.
I did. I actually had the license when I was young. I used to do timeshare
Oh shit.
when I was
Okay.
like 20 years old in Orlando. Just another crazy time.
You're that guy who wouldn't let people leave the room.
Well, you have to. It's the only way. You know what I mean? It was pretty crazy, man. But that's not my gig. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to force myself to do that, man. If I
Yeah.
gotta force myself, man, it doesn't feel right. Right now I'm excited to wake up and help people find their home.
Yeah.
I'm excited to help people find a place for their business.
Right.
I'm excited to help somebody sell their home. You know what I mean?
It's
It
nice to
feels
have
good.
a job like that where you
It
wake up in
feels
the morning and
good,
enjoy going to
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no, I do.
But
I
wow,
do.
let me force these people to buy something that they're still gonna have to pay for even after they pay it off. It's
Right,
like,
yeah. No, dude, it's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
It's
yeah.
not a scam.
It's not a scam?
It's not a scam. It's great for a lot of people.
I mean, okay, all right.
It's not
Do your
in any
timeshare
way.
pitch to
No,
me.
you don't even want to hear it. It's been a while, but not in any way is it a scam. But it's not for everybody.
Right.
And to make a living, you have a lot of people in front of you that it's probably not for.
Right,
That you
true
still
that.
want to try to push it to them.
Right.
And it's just
Wrong audience. Because they lure people in, right? With the whole, we'll give you
Yeah,
a free
yeah,
stay,
man.
but you got to sit through the
Yeah.
thing. So basically,
Yeah.
they're just there. They come in with the mindset that they're not doing it, regardless
everybody
of what happens.
does.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
You
I've
know?
never been through one.
It's intense.
I haven't been through the timeshare. I've been through the whole multi-level marketing pitch,
Yeah.
but not timeshare.
I think if I would be in a position in my life to where I could afford it, I would do it.
Yeah.
But it's right now. It wouldn't be for me right
Yeah.
now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's for people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a great business.
It's
just not for me.
Right. No, I
you know
gotcha.
what I mean?
What I've heard is like you buy into it, and then when you go to use it, there's like a ton of blackout dates.
Well, that's part
That's
of it,
been a
but
common
but that's
theme that I've heard.
But one of the things, and I worked for a great resort that had a lot of buying power, so you had very, very minimal blackout dates. You pay once you pay it off, you still have your monthly
Right, yeah.
maintenance fees for the year,
Right.
which it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I would love to have a couple.
Right.
But for a lot of people that do go in, it's probably not the best financial
Right.
decision for them.
Right.
And you kind of have to make them do it. And hey, man, once again, it's a great business.
Right.
It's if I
It's
wish
not
I
for
could,
Al anymore. Yeah, I don't know. To fucking timeshares. That's not what we
It's
want to
not
talk
my-
about,
no,
dude.
yeah.
So let's talk about like your involvement in Fort Pierce. So we kind of touched on the Sailfish thing. So
Yeah.
you were at Sailfish for how long?
From 2013, the first couple months they opened until maybe 16, 17.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah, so you
4
were there
years.
for a little while, dude.
Probably
Yeah, and a
4.
lot happened in that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people got to know you because of you working there,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Everybody fucking knows you.
Well,
now because
that's
of that.
community, man. That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah.
Building a business, man. You have to invest in the community, and luckily, man, amazing owners with with the great vision, and they trusted my vision with a
Right.
lot of it, and
They stayed in
and
Fort Pierce,
trusted,
dude.
and I trusted their vision. And,
Yeah.
I mean, once again, it was a great moment in time in my life.
Dude.
I learned a lot.
Had some badass
a lot
parties,
of synergy.
dude.
Had some badass
The
parties.
fucking
Brought the-
Oktoberfest,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
down here,
we brought,
man. Yeah.
we brought the block parties back. You
Yes,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
seriously.
Remember the first one was I think we did like a with Kevin Vanover. I think we did a taste in New Orleans. We did like our anniversary party down
Yeah.
there. We did a little St. Patrick's Day. We did
Yeah.
Oktoberfest down
Yeah.
there. Red Moon Rise Fest.
Yeah.
Big Pines debut, which is still one of my
Oh,
favorite local rock, southern rock jam
Yeah.
bands.
I've
Lot
never
of
seen him,
original
dude. I didn't know
he's-
Dirk was part of that.
Yeah,
he
he's-
told me
he's
after
like-
I had got with him. Or
I don't
when we
know.
were at
I wouldn't
Public
say.
House.
I don't know the exact the manager but he's part of them. You know, he helps run their sound,
Yeah.
helps them promote. Helps, you know, he's their
Yeah.
guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's their right hand man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely part of the band. But locally, man, these guys just rip.
Yeah, he played me some
Rip,
video of them
dude.
playing, and I was like, damn. I'm like,
Oh,
I can't
it's
believe I haven't seen you guys
beautiful.
yet. Yeah.
They got Mike Hankins on keys now, Jake
Yeah.
Walden on the guitar. Dude, is Smokey's a beast. You know, he's the
Yeah.
front man. So, you know, I met a lot of those people back at the Selfish days, you know, when we
Right,
were starting.
yeah.
You know, that was a big part. I was like, man, you know, culture, art, music is a big
Yeah.
part of a brand here. And, you know, that's how I got seated into the local, you know,
Right.
like art scene.
And you
know.
happen to pick up the pretty bartender from Sailfish.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Caitlin, who
Yeah.
is awesome.
yeah, she's actually one of the reasons I used to go back all the time.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't know it at the time. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, I had a big crush on her, and yeah, that just happened. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Shout
man.
out to Caitlin.
Yeah.
Doing marketing stuff now, true that, making
Oh
good videos
yeah,
and
man,
stuff
she
like
does
that.
a lot
yeah.
of our
Yeah.
digital media.
Hopefully she's watching this shit. I mean,
know.
I don't know if she is or not.
Oh
but,
man, we got 3 kids at the house.
yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
times, you know.
Yeah.
We're busy, you know. We're
I'm
busy,
sure,
even
dude. I'm
you
sure.
know, even now, you know, with a lot of the work cut out, you know, we're still finding things to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know, right now, tomorrow night, you know, hopefully, you know, I know it's gonna work. You know, I'm really confident that it's gonna work.
As
you
long
know?
as the internet's good, it's
Yeah.
gonna work, dude. Everything
And
else
if
is
it's
good.
not, we'll up it. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's great, man. She's the best thing that happened in my life. You know, really changed my life in many ways. Stuff, you know, just my view on myself and my view on, you know, how to live my
A
life.
good
man.
woman will do that to you, dude.
Completely. And
Yeah.
then she gave me a beautiful baby.
Yeah. What's
So-
her name?
Noah Iris
Noah,
Beltran.
okay.
She's-
I don't think I've seen her in
she's
person.
the queen. We got Ava. We have Caleb is the oldest, and then the baby's
Yeah,
Noah.
I've seen Caleb, and I've
Yeah.
seen. Oh no, I actually haven't seen the other one.
You
What's
you
Ava?
probably have and just didn't know. She was
Okay.
always at the Sailfish.
Okay.
and
Oh,
she's
yeah, I guess I didn't
beautiful.
know, and I haven't
so
seen
smart,
Noah.
man, like straight
Yeah.
A's, and she teaches
Yeah.
me stuff every day.
Yeah.
You know, she's like,
That's cool
oh
shit.
yeah,
man. That's cool
man,
shit.
she's-
Kids are, I hear
Yeah.
they're, it's amazing. So,
Yeah,
all right, what I want to do is I need to take a piss break real quick.
All right.
So give us a couple of minutes. Don't leave. We're going to be back in just a second. All right, y'all, we're back. Sorry about that. Fucking, if I wouldn't, if I wouldn't have done that, then we would have been cutting it short. So, and we got more stuff to talk about. So, damn, dude, you got that shit everywhere.
Sorry, man.
Shit. Hold on, let me see if I got I don't think I have a paper towel in my pocket. All right. So anyway, so we're going to talk about Al's involvement in the break scene, which I actually did not really understand how it was, how big you were into it until we started this conversation a little bit earlier, dude.
Oh, yeah, man. That was our life, man. That was, you know, Firestone, the Blue Room. Yeah. You know, I mean, it was like, that was all we did, man. Yeah. For the longest time, just either before we could go to the clubs, we would have parties at the house, you know. And then when we were old enough to go to the clubs, we would go to the clubs and then finish the party at the house for another day.
Did you go to any warehouse raves?
There was a lot, always, man, always.
Right, that's what I heard.
That was big. Warehouse, houses.
Right.
I mean, it was even sometimes it would be just somebody's garage. You know, there'd be like 25 people in the garage, but it's the sickest time. And then the after hours clubs, you know, it was oh man, what was the name of it? Embassy, but it was before it was Embassy. You had I think it was the Embassy. And then you had 2001, I believe it was, across the street.
Okay.
They were after hours, bottle clubs. You would go. Yeah. And we were going when we were 18. You know, there was a lot of 18 and up clubs, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But then the bottle clubs, you'll go in, so you go out, hang out, party. Then you'll bring a bottle, bring a 12-pack, put it in, kind of like Hammer Time was here.
Dude, I missed Hammer Time. Yeah. I knew about it,
man.
but I wasn't old. Dude, I was like 16 maybe when Hammer Time was around.
How old are you, Pat?
I'm 36.
Okay, so yeah, so when I moved here, I was like 21. I was 22.
Yeah.
And it was still going, you know. And
so
when I first moved here, I'm like, Hammer Time.
I'm on the young end of the break spectrum.
Yeah.
Because most people that I know, like DJs and shit, are like 10 years older than me, like a whole generation older than me.
Yeah.
So they got involved in the stuff in like the mid 90s. When they were in their like teenage years, right?
Oh yeah.
Or actually, no, they were in like their late teenage years.
Yeah,
early
so they're a little older than me.
Right.
When you got people that right now, if they're 45, 47, 50, they were in the heyday when it blossomed.
Right.
And then when I got into it, it was just going hard.
Right.
It was still a little bit, still a little bit like underground.
Right. Yeah.
But it was,
yeah.
Because it wasn't everybody in school. You know what I mean? We'd be
Right.
listening to these records and stuff. Records. You know, it's like the weirdest thing to people.
Right. Seriously.
But then when they would come, you know, everybody go out partying, and they'd come to our house after. Or wherever, hotels, we'd get a lot of hotels, you know?
Right, yeah.
Like, get like 3 or 4 hotels, you know, and each hotel would have different music in it. And
yeah. I used to do stuff like that. So what we would do is we would go find we'd pick a city that we were going to go to, and we'd find the most expensive hotel room that we could find.
And everybody chips in. Yeah.
So we would get like $1,700, $2,000 a night hotel rooms, which is literally the entire top floor, like the presidential suite, something like that. We're bringing black lights up there and shit. Like it's like from bringing speakers and all kinds of shit up there, dude. Yeah. Having a great time. But see, that was like 2000 and after.
Yeah.
Like 95 to 98, 99.
That's when it was for
us.
I
didn't know about. I knew about the music.
Yeah.
Didn't know about the parties.
Oh,
I went to Barcode one time, which I don't think you were here when Barcode was open. It was that was, I guess, one of the techno clubs around here where, you know, it was whatever you think a techno club is. It was exactly that, dude. A lot of the DJs went through there. I went there one time. I didn't understand what I was looking at.
Oh, yeah. You go in one room and, like, it's like one type of music, all the lights red.
Yeah.
Then you go into another room and everybody's jumping around.
Right.
You go to another.
And I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get what was going on because I just didn't understand. I didn't know what I was looking at. But the music, like, breaks were my... Once I found out, like, I could identify what breaks were, because I had heard, like, a bunch of different shit. I heard some drum and bass, you know, I heard some house, heard some shit like that. Once I identified, like, this is breaks, like, that was it for me.
Well, you know, to me, it grabs not only me, most people, a lot of people that don't even know, they're like, man, you connect to breaks. I think because of, like you said, like the actual breaks, a little bit of the vocals,
it's the funky,
and then that kind of just like a little bit of, you know, like the build up, and it's not so repetitive. I mean, it's
the funk, dude. For me, it's the funk.
Yeah.
It's the funky breaks. Like that's why. One of the things I'm doing up here is revisiting all these records because, like, there's something about that era. Like, the music now in the break scene, dude, is actually fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best it's been, in my opinion, and
It's
like,
back.
it's
coming
back.
back.
It's
yeah.
fucking great. It's great. But that music, the funk that was in there is different than what is right now. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. Some people have told me that there was more labor involved in making the music, and that puts out more.
And
like,
it was more, and so it was all analog, not as much digital.
It was all analog.
So it's got a little more texture.
So there you go. Texture's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
And Chris Hudson explained it to me. He said that one of the reasons the music sounds like that is because they had to go from one machine to another machine to another machine to build these layers and shit, right? So the intros are longer, the build-ups are longer, the fucking climax is longer, the drops longer, things like that. And I get the texture, dude. That's the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
The textures are different than they are now, and like to me, there's more like you can chew on it more.
Yeah. Oh, that's it,
Yeah.
man. You know, digital's beautiful. There's so much you can do, and it's so clean. But there's something to be said about that older. Yeah, it's almost like a crunchiness to it. You know?
It's got a crunchiness to it.
You know, like it grabs your soul a little bit more.
It does,
like,
dude. It hooks me, and like I feel like I can chew on the music more and for longer too. That's the other thing. Like, me and Chris Hudson talked about this last podcast. So, dude, most of these records are probably 5-minute tracks.
Yeah.
Average. You could say average. Some of them are 7-minute tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Tracks now are like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
And that's, and that goes to show like society's attention span.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Attention span.
But when you look at a lot of the bands that we work with, and like jam type of music, jam bands that they bring in, there's a lot of the build up.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I think I resonate with it so much, because there is a huge build up to it. When it goes off, and it goes off for a while.
Dude, they wind that shit out.
You don't want it to stop. It's like, is this gonna stop? I don't know, but I don't want it to. And it's got your hair standing up, and that feeling just prolongs it.
That's
and
why,
it's not so commercial, like you say.
Dude, it's not commercial. That's why, I've been to Wani, I've been to Bonnaroo twice. Like, I've been to a couple of camping festivals, and like, Joe Valdivia just went to his first camping festival, Okeechobee Music Festival. So Joe,
I want to hear about that.
I was gonna say this. So Joe's coming on Monday. So I'm like, all right, Joe. I'm like, I can't get Joe on the up to the office or the podcast unless he comes after a festival.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're our festival correspondent. So Joe's now our festival correspondent, Mixed Days festival correspondent.
That's great.
So he's coming up on Monday to talk about Okeechobee, and this was his first camping festival. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm like, if you could take an event and put it into and just if you could describe Joe with an event, a camping festival is what Joe is.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude. Like, it's
crazy how I met Joe so long ago too.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know that you knew Joe.
For years before. We just kind of, our scenes just kind of melded, and it was. And when I knew him, it was once again DJs at the house.
Yeah. Right.
He'd be spinning, my boys would go spinning, and people just take turns on the tables.
Yeah.
It was just, it's always kind of, with that being said, talking about that, I hope people are listening right now, because we're going to put together a badass daytime summer pool party.
Yeah.
Not putting out a date yet, but you got to start talking about it, because it's going to be sick.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be something. Once all this clears, we're going to have a lot of Lysol and a lot of hand sanitizer. Body sanitizer, because there's going to be a lot of dancing, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and I like to put things out in the universe, because now it's got to happen.
Right. I call it putting your request in on the hotline.
Yeah, that's it. I do it a lot.
Yeah, that's what you got to do,
man. That's how I do it with work. I'm like, hey, I'm gone in 2 months. They're like, 2 months? What do you mean? I'm like, I'm doing it.
I'm like, I need to make some more money. Seriously. Here come some jobs.
Yeah.
Seriously, I totally believe in that shit. You're putting your intention out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
and then once you do that, then you kind of have to do it, and it pushes you, because you don't want to look bad.
So when did you move out of Orlando?
I moved out, man, it's hard to say. I think I was like 22 when I came here.
Okay.
23 maybe.
So what
22,
year was that around? 23.
I was born in 79. I don't know. I have a calculator.
I'm not a math guy either. I'm not a math guy. So it was 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
Okay, so the scene was still... So there was a scene here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
and that's, I found it at Hammer Time. Like, it was just like...
Well, shout out to Hoyle and Brian and all those guys that were running fucking Hammer Time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw pictures, dude. I knew about it. Apparently, my mom went there. Yeah, right. That's what I heard. I'm like, what? Are you sure, dude? Yeah.
Great.
So I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what
great.
I heard.
I'll never remember one time I met a guy there, and he taught me about mezcal, however you want to call it. And it was just, I don't know what it is about. It was just one day, and I remember sitting at the bar talking to this dude about mezcal, and he had a bottle and it had worm in it, and they had the salt, and that was how I got introduced to it. I don't know. It's just a memory for me. You know, I don't remember much before, much after.
Apparently it was badass. So Hoyle still has that liquor license.
Does he?
They don't issue them anymore. So he has whatever that license is where you can serve after hours. Like I guess they used to grant them, and they don't anymore. And he still has one.
Are they allowed to use it?
I don't know.
That's a whole other conversation.
Hit up Hoyle. I need to hit up Hoyle, dude. I haven't seen them in a little bit. I need to stop by and
Is he here?
No, he doesn't. I haven't seen him in here. I don't know if he knows this even exists.
Oh,
but I would stop by Signage every once in a while and see.
He did, man. He sponsored we did the big Cosmic Barley Beer and Music Fest, and he was a big sponsor and made all our badass banners and stage dressings, and he's a man, dude.
Dude, they're cool as fuck. They had a replica, I don't know if it's a replica or a replica Ferrari fucking kit car in their shop or something. Yeah, dude, for a while, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Who's his partner that he's in there
Jeremy.
with? Jeremy. Sick.
Yeah, Jeremy. Jeremy's dad painted some shit on my truck.
He's sick with the graphics. Quick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey, he's like, I gotcha.
Yeah, they're cool as fuck. I need to go by there. That reminds me, I need to go by there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we covered that. We covered the moment in time, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so, I mean, we've been going for a little bit. I'm not saying we have to stop. So let's talk about, like, Cosmic Barley. Like, what is y'all's vision? Are you ever going to brew beer?
Yes.
Under that shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And once this is another thing, putting it out in the universe. So, you know, part of the master plan of getting into the real estate is to be able to kind of, you know, get the income level to where I can control my schedule a little bit more.
Right.
You know, right now I'm all in every day, all day, building my brand, learning the systems, training, you know. But, you know, part of the goal with Cosmic Barley, and this has always been from the very beginning, was going to be the mix of the beer with the music. Okay. Hence the name Barley, Cosmic Barley.
Right, yeah, that's what I was asking.
So, you know, I've already talked with all the, you know, local breweries, and they're all like, hey, man, when you're ready, we'll be down. Because, you know, I learned a lot brewing for Sailfish. It was, you know, it was just like second nature for me, you know.
It's a good name for a beer.
Yeah. Well, kind of the way, that's kind of how it started. But we were like, can't make the beer that name, then they're gonna steal the name.
Oh shit! Okay.
So we never ended up not making the beer with that name.
Okay.
Just so you know we can keep the name. You know, so we just you know we got our LLC.
Did you get? Did that shit come through?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good, man. Thanks for helping with that.
Yeah, Jason needs to come by. We need to finish that shit.
Yeah, we got our account. We got it all up and running, man. So that's really cool. But yeah, so the goal is, you know, to get my income to where my schedule really frees up, and I can start to schedule maybe one a month, one every couple months, do collaboration brews with different local breweries, and eventually make it national breweries. You know, my next move is to get a badass brewing rig at the house. Okay. You know, so once I know I have time to brew at the house, then I know I'll have time to schedule brews out. And then, you know, with the promotion, with the brand of Cosmic Barley collabs with different breweries all over. And then, you know, so that's another part, you know, the creation, that's a part that's always going to be a part of me, you know, like everything's just a culmination of all my experiences. And that's how I'm going to continue to build my life.
That's what it's about, man. And it's nice when, like, you find something new. And all of these things that you've done prior, that's what this is, dude.
Yeah, it all comes together.
All of the shit that I've done prior, and this is the sum of that.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's kind of where my life is right now. You know, it's like it's just like a combination of, I've been in the hospitality, and I love hospitality, and I love, you know, entertaining people, and I love people having a good time, and then the promotions, I love, you know, putting parties together, and I love delivering amazing music and productions to people, and seeing that, you know, all of that comes together. And then I love to cook. I've always loved to
Right.
cook and create when it comes to that. I guess that's one of the arts that I actually do produce.
Yeah.
And then with the brewing, it was just second nature, you know, and then all of it. And then the real estate is like the core of it, you know.
Right.
That's what's going to allow me to do all of those things,
Right.
you know, while helping people and while contributing to the local culture and,
Yeah.
you know, getting, you know, bringing people and having an input on the types of businesses that come into
Right.
the area.
Are
And then
you
eventually,
commercial?
both.
Okay, so tell me about this. Have you noticed people moving into Fort Pierce?
Million.
It's
Dude,
crazy, right?
I have a lot of people I'm working with right now looking for commercial space here in
Oh no, not
in town.
business wise, residential.
Oh, all of it. All of it.
When I was
There's a
driving-
house. I'm showing a house tomorrow that just came on the market today. It just got on the market today. I'm showing it tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
right.
And it's like, she's like, all right, well, I got 4 showings before and 2 showings after.
Oh shit.
So it's happening. If you know, this is right now what's happening in Fort Pierce, and this once again, it's another thing that kind of was a sign for me, like, hey, this is going to
Yeah.
be the next phase of my life. You know
Right.
what's happening
True
down
that.
we have one of the sickest marinas in Florida.
Inlet,
Yeah, we have the
the
inlet.
downtown.
Some of the most beautiful water, which we've been involved with a lot of, you know, a lot of,
Cleanups
you know,
and shit,
yeah, a lot of the cleanups. and-
Lionfish Safari.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a lot of great things. And then you have the hotel coming and you have the
Right.
port, the yachts. I mean, it's just so many things happening in Fort Pierce
Yeah.
that, you know,
There's a
it's
lot of
time.
shit. Did I
Get
tell you
in.
that I was
if you can grab something in Fort Pierce,
Yeah.
do it.
I don't
And
want to
call
move
me
out,
and I
dude.
can find it.
I don't want to
You
move
know?
out. I live 1.2 miles that way.
Yeah, don't
Dude,
stay.
I fucking love it.
Stay,
I love
man.
it, dude. I love
Oh,
it. It's on
yeah.
the fringe of the ghetto, but it's cool. I've lived there since 2011, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you that I was volunteering at the aquarium?
No, you didn't tell me that.
You know Bill Hoffman?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
dude.
That's
Okay,
cool.
so I am fortunately in a position right now to where I'm able to do this. This takes an insane amount of time to make this happen, you know, and I can manage my schedule in a way that I've never been able to do before. I had some excess time on my hands, so I'm like, it was before I had started working the jobs I'm working right now. I'm like, I need to do something, you know. I don't sit around and do nothing. So I went to the aquarium and I was like, well, actually, I saw on Facebook that they were. What do you need? You good?
Oh, yeah, no, I just heard.
Okay. I saw they needed volunteers, right? So I applied, and then Bill Hoffman hits me up, right? And you need to answer it?
No, I'm doing a shooter a text.
Okay, all good. So Bill Hoffman answers or emails me, and I go in and I talk to him, and I'm like, damn, this is cool shit. And so I volunteered there for probably like 3, maybe 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
Going in there and just building shit or fixing stuff. I was a special projects volunteer.
Nice, man. That's
So
cool.
anything that needed to be done, I built a rack that housed these LEDs for this fucking net that grew algae that was part of the filtration
That's
system.
what it's about, man.
It's
you
fucking
know?
awesome, dude. And
Whatever
Bill's
you can
cool as
do.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy, man. Like,
Yeah.
super smart. I got to go over to the Coast Guard, the old Coast Guard building. They have their quarantine section in there
Yeah.
for, like, fish that get diseases and shit. Got to see all that. It was
Wow.
really cool, man. Got to see them diving into the fucking tanks and shit to clean them and
Nice,
stuff.
man, nice.
It was cool shit.
I remember when Caleb, my oldest son, he was when he was a baby. That would be like when we couldn't get him to stop crying, we would take him in there, and it would calm him down. Like
It's
every
the shit, man.
time.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no, well,
Like that was the place. Like we could drive him, whatever it was.
Right.
Don't know what it was, and
it was
before
watching
he
the
could
fish,
talk.
dude.
And we would put him in there, and then the fish. And he
So
would
they say
every
watching
time.
fish lowers your blood pressure.
It worked.
It does.
It works,
does. No,
man.
there's something about it, dude. I don't know what it is, but there's something about like watching them do their thing that like
Yeah.
chills you out. So.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So, dude, we've been going for a long motherfucking time, which is fine. I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock. We can wrap it up. So let's touch on this party again tomorrow.
Yes.
So
man.
for people, if you didn't hear it
Cosmic
before,
Streams.
Cosmic Streams.
Yes, man. So this is kind of our answer to what's going on in the music industry right now. We took a big hit, man. You know, like there are no venues anymore.
Right.
You know, we made a living on bringing people together to enjoy and to come, you know, and to watch music. And now we can't bring people together. And now there's no money being made for any of the musicians, any of the promoters,
Yep.
any of the sound guys, any of the lighting techs, anybody involved. It hit a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, so what we did, man, you know, we're investing in a platform for, you know, to hopefully start to recoup some of that and be able to deliver an amazing product,
quality product
in a way that's, you know, around here hasn't been done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have, you know, live stream, couple different, you know, a few different camera angles. We're gonna have sound coming straight from the board, mixed by Jonathan Mark, one of the best sound guys I've ever worked with in my life, and a lot of people have said it. It's great lighting. You know, Dirk Eichelhoff is helping us out with a lot of lighting. You know, through Cosmic Barley, we're gonna help promote it. You guys, we're relying on you guys to help promote it. And you know, Pat putting the whole streaming together for us. I mean, there's a lot going into putting this out. And at the end of the day, just being able to deliver this product to you guys, man, it's huge, man. It's beautiful to be able to be a part of it. You guys plug it into your stereo system at the house, listen to it loud, put it on your big screen. However you want to stream this, man.
The audio quality will be good enough for that. It's not going to be.
That's the point. That's the point of it. You know, and there's going to be a link for donations if you guys want to kind of help support the whole scene, help support the cause. All of this is going to make all of this happen, and that's what it's about, man. Like we've talked, man. It's been a big part of our conversation today is being able to be a part of delivering beautiful art to beautiful people, seeing the reaction and knowing how it's making everybody feel, and that's we didn't want to skip a miss a step. You know,
for sure.
Want to keep it pumping, man, and that's happening.
And this is the first. So this is the first of many.
First of many. Yeah. Lefty Hathaway is a monster on the keys, man. He brings out his organ. Beautiful, great bands, and not only Lefty Hathaway and his amazing band, Brock Butler from P Groove, Perpetual Groove, another just national stars, man. This is high quality stuff, man. These guys, they tour nationally. Check them out, Perpetual Groove. Check out Lefty Hathaway. You know, these are names in the scene that are just world class musicians. And we're putting this together, man, just for the love of the music and for the love of the fans of the music.
Right. As far as I know, right now I'm working for free. So
that's it.
I mean, like we're
we're not only working for free; it's costing us a lot.
Right. Yeah. It's costing us labor and time, dude.
and money on promotions and artwork, and it's a lot.
There's and anything in the first is going to the bands. Right?
Yeah, man. So you guys, you know.
Cosmic Streams.
Everything, Cosmic Streams, you know, everything you guys can help out with is 100% appreciated, but it is free. And if you're not in the position, don't feel any pressure.
Have a good
because
time.
Because a lot of us are not in the position, and it's not about that. You know, it's for people that are in the position and that want to support and that are able to do it, man.
But everybody share it.
Yes,
everybody can share it.
Get it out. You know, that's how you can contribute.
So tomorrow at 6.
6 o'clock. You know, we'll probably go on a little bit before. I'll be hosting. I'll be yapping. You know, maybe talking to some of the bands.
We'll do some test shit. Make sure that it's running right and stuff. I like to do the where you mute and then like they can see the video of like the band setting up and shit like that. Stuff like that.
Maybe I'll go on and so you know just look out for it tomorrow. You know, it's we're gonna be spending most of the day getting it set up. Showing houses in the morning. And setting this up at night.
I'm saying, dude, I'm doing some consulting in the morning into the afternoon, and I'm leaving, heading right the fuck down there.
But you know, man, I love my life so much.
Yeah, dude.
And you know, we're blessed, man, to be able to do what we love, man. Money or no money, man.
Seriously, dude, I'm blessed that I can sit here for 3 hours and play fucking records that I love, dude, and clean them. Like, dude, that shit feels great. So, but we're gonna wrap it up. So normally I'd shake your hand, but we ain't doing that shit. I'll put some hand sanitizer on that. How about that?
This is what everybody's doing now.
Nah, dude, here, put some hand sanitizer on. This is gonna be our little. That's it, dude. That's all we're doing. Dude, no, we're not even doing that. No, dude, that's it. No, just wipe your hands. That's it. That's the new handshake. Is don't touch me. So,
I hate it.
But so this will be up on YouTube probably by next week, and then you guys check out what's going on tomorrow, and check out Cosmic Stream. Check out it'll be on the Mixed Days page, all that stuff.
Mixed Stage, Cosmic Barley, Terra Firmata.
Yeah, Terra Firmata.
We're gonna do it
to their page too.
And if you guys are looking for a house, looking for somewhere to put your business, looking to rent your house, you want to sell your house, hit up on
Bourgeois. It's Bourgeois, right?
Bourgeois Real Estate
Bourgeois
Group.
Real Estate
Al
Group.
Beltran.
Shout out to Katie Foote, who's Katie Bourgeois.
Katie Bourgeois.
Yeah, Bourgeois. So, So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you, let's see, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, true that. Thank you, guys.